Hello, world. Hello. Hi. Hi, world. Today, we're going to start with big surprise. Breathe in. I love surprises. Right. Let's just take a breath. Pause everything and just focus on breathing in slowly and out. Feel your heartbeat slow down. I have this inquiry today that I want to bring forward. So let's just jump into it right away. And here is the question that I have for us, Alessia. Which part of ourselves or our life are we resigned in today? Come back.
Oh, wow. And the answer for me is the area of where I sing. I sing and I'm a singer. And I gave up that dream when I was maybe 12. And then the other area is in my relationship and my romantic relationships. Because I've been so disappointed. I said, you know what? I'm better by myself. No, don't cry again. Not in every podcast. Stop it, girl.
We need a nickname for you. So, what does it mean you've been disappointed? Which part of you has been disappointed?
That part of me that gave everything in the relationships. I don't know if there was something left to give. And yet, it seemed like it was not enough.
Alessia, are you ready to get on the court?
Yeah.
Okay. Pick the biggest disappointment. Pick one, the one. Let's take a look at that.
The biggest disappointed was when I moved for someone. I moved cities, and then we had a child together, and I was pregnant with the child of that man, and he was walking by the hand, holding the hands with another woman in another city. So for me, that was the biggest disappointed of all, biggest. And so, of course, I don't want to go through that again.
What is that conversation you had with yourself about yourself?
That I'm some kind of failure. I'm just, I'm a loser and of not being enough. So here I am, this woman with pregnant with the child of that man, and he's still looking for another woman. It's like me and my child, both of us, we were not enough for that man. So of that not being enough.
And then what did you decide?
So the decision was already there. Is it a therapy? Is it a therapy session now?
No.
I don't think I talked about this moment before.
No, not
Yeah,
even
just
with me.
exactly. But it is there, and I see how much it affected me. And I see how resentful I am of everything that happened still. Yeah, well, I didn't take it out to the light. And something that you stuff it in the darkness, there is no way you can heal it, or because you're not aware of it. You're not talking about it. You're just stuffing it there. And that's what I did. But it is there. But it also contributes to my resigning on this area of relationships.
My question is, who do you not get to be today?
I don't get to be my whole self. I don't get to be whole because I'm suppressing that part of me that part of me that is in a romantic relationship. And now because it is suppressed and it is there and I'm resigned. Resigning is like abandoning that part of me, so I don't get to be whole.
If you actually bring it up, and right now you make a choice, you bring it to light, and you look at it and you discover something and you say, you know what, this is missing. And I create a possibility where I get to have it, no matter
Mhm.
the past. How would that look? Who would you be? Who would you be?
What comes to my mind is this beautiful action of writing a letter to that version of myself, that part of me that opened the heart. Resigning is actually abandoning. Wow. Wow. I'm getting connected to something here. So I'm resigning in some areas of my life is actually leaving myself alone in those parts. I completely abandoning myself. And that's shocking.
It's like a pause button.
Yeah.
It's as if there were all these areas and all these parts of us, and we get to, it's a control, switch control. Pause, shut up. For me, it's this nagging worm, the worm in my head that I don't want to look at. And I don't even know that it's something, but it's something because it's there and I don't want to look at. And the resignation is the area where I don't play. I play, but I don't play. I don't even go into the depths of the music, the piano, the pieces that require work and deep work or commitment. Like I have these offers to perform, to create programs, to play in this hall and that, and I don't. And I tell myself the smaller things, the easier things, they're good enough. That's what I like, the easiness. I don't want this hard work anymore. When in fact, I'm almost 44. I've lived a life, several lives, and I think there's so much that's accumulated into this vessel of this and this, everything, right? And if I was to, I don't know if I could. I think there's fear. I know I could if I actually committed to it, but I don't want to commit because what if I can't? And then there's all this time that's invested. I'm resigned that it's good enough and I'm not going to actually play the big pieces I love and perform them and get on big stage, small stage, whatever. Also, I'm avoiding it because I don't want to be alone. And what I mean by I don't want to be alone is it's that many hours of work done by myself alone. So definitely there is something for me to discover because on this trip I'm now traveling and I listen to this music. I listen to a lot of classical music and I'm like, I would love to play this. Oh my God, I'd play this. Oh, I'd love to. And I'm like, yeah, to put it on the side. So I have something to say. And when I say I'd love to play this, not as I'm supposed to, which is also another facet of it. I'm trained to play a specific way and I don't want to. It's kind of like with you and your yoga lessons, right? How would it be to just sit down and discover how is it that I, outside of all the knowledge I have, all the training I have, how would it be to actually taste and create out of nothing that music?
Irma, you can say that this one could be one thing that you would regret if you would have to live this life today.
Well, I don't know.
I just
As
want
if
to see how important it is for you to actually play.
I think I would love to discover what it's like to play in this moment, in this version of myself. And even like, I love jazz. And I've always said to myself, I cannot play jazz. I'm too trained in a classical format. When I listen to jazz musicians, I wish I could do that. When in fact, I have all the tools. So there's definitely a self expression that's missing there. In fact, I'm given this gift of extraordinary tool set that I worked my life for. And I'm just wasting it away.
When was the moment when you gave up, Irma? When did you resign? Is there a key moment that
Well,
comes
yeah,
to your
when I
mind?
abandoned playing, I stopped playing for 13 years. And then I think it was more than that, but then it was, my body gave up. I had an injury. I was performing, I was touring, and suddenly I can't feel my fingers. They are not working. I can't hold anything, all of that, right? So I want to say I used that. It was that pivoting moment in my life. And I used that excuse, or maybe I didn't have the skill set to understand that it didn't have to be that one way that I knew how to be, that I could still play and do other ways of explore other ways. And I quit. And I quit what they say, cold turkey. I gave my pianos away. I quit teaching. I quit everything. I quit listening to
Mm.
music. Big reaction, right? And then when I came back, it was good enough to come back with easier music, come back with, my partner back then. We played together. It was great to play with him. I was not alone. And it's like, okay, well, through teaching, through coming back to music, through performing with him, I can see it's back. Like I have it and I have it more now because there is so much more I can say and discover and uncover. And I'm not doing it.
So I'm coming back to you with the question that you asked me: who you don't get to be.
I don't get to whole. I'm there with you, whole, because it's
Mm.
like there's a part of me there's like a hole that I put on the side. I've made justifications for it. And I don't get to experience what it's like. That the thrill, that excitement, that losing myself into a piece to the point where I don't exist. I don't get to be connected to that, whatever it is that I connect to when I'm with music. I don't get to experience what it's like to be in that world of colors, emotions, the sparkle, the just like I don't get to experience and give it. So yeah, wholeness is missing.
Wow, you're describing this world, and for me, is this question: how one person doesn't want to be there? How they don't want to? Wait just a second, because there's a. Wait, I will cut this on. Okay, it was funny. Like, hello.
He is self-expressed.
This is so good, Irma. Like for me, in my mind, is like how one person doesn't want to be there. How can you not want to be there? What is holding you back?
Fear.
Fear of what?
Thinking a lot of what I do with music, not when I'm alone with my friends, with my students. I know who I am. I know how much difference I can make because of not just piano, but everything else that I bring, right? But on the stage, the fear of I'm not good enough. I'm just really
Mm.
not good enough. I don't have good enough technique. I don't have good enough. I have not been in that world of, I don't know if I have mental capacity. Of course I do. But, the reasons are fear of. And then reasons come like, who would want to do this again? Getting on that stage with this much. But all this is bullshit.
Yeah, a big
It's
one.
such a bullshit. Yes.
A big one. Because I saw you on the stage and you sent me that, and I'm like, wow, I had no idea you are an artist at that level. That you're just, a piano player in a bar. And when I saw you playing on the stage like a force of nature, I couldn't believe my eyes.
There you are. This is how I see me right now. I'm good enough for that small stage. And this is good enough. Here is what I tell myself I've done the big stage. It's done. What else am I going to do? I've played the pieces I've played. It doesn't have to look this specific way. It doesn't have to be me going to big stage. What's missing is me using all these excuses and not even sitting down and committing to learning that one piece that I love.
Yeah.
You know, I have 2 or 3 pieces that I've wanted to play even before when I was playing that I've wanted to learn for like maybe 20 years. Not
Wow.
I did not learn them because they were difficult. It just either they were not good enough or serious enough or this enough or that enough excuses. And in this life, last 2 years, I've told myself, sit down. Now you have the luxury of not having to do it because of whatever. And I don't commit to it.
So where are you going? What are you going to do about it? Or do you want to do something about it? Because it is okay if you choose, no, I don't want to do anything about it. I want the story of me not being alive to be alive, and I don't want to do anything about it. or you want to commit to something here, Irma? Because I'm connected that it is important to your heart to give yourself that gift to your own heart, but also to the hearts, to other hearts, to the hearts of people out there. Because in my opinion, in my judgmental opinion, it is like a robbery. You're robbing the world of your genius and of this gift. Do you see it?
Yeah. That it's nothing special,
Yeah.
right?
But
So what I'm looking at here, is what's missing is commitment. You're right. What's missing is saying by this date, I'm gonna just
yeah.
this piece. So what comes in what's exciting now is if I was to say by Christmas, when I actually have a even student recital, if I was to play in 45 minutes, 1 hour of music, what are the pieces I would really love to play without thinking about how much time they will take? So this is what I'm committing to while I'm traveling, just making that big list of pieces and playing with it.
And who are you choosing to be your accountable body? Because you're not walking away from this room without an accountable body.
Well, you, my dear, you've got to be
Okay.
on top of me. We're
All
speaking, and
right.
yeah. So what I would love is explore that, and it's exciting too because there's so much good music to listen to. I can see a kaleidoscope of all sorts of music: classical, jazz, movies. Now I'm getting excited.
Yes, and include one piece that is very hard. Include that. I'll be your accountable body.
I know what that
Absolutely.
piece is.
Which one? Tell me the name of it.
Jesus, I forgot the name of it right now. It was years ago. It's a Chacon by Bach
Mhm.
Busoni.
Wow.
Piece I love. It's gorgeous.
Wow.
And that's what I would start the recital with.
Amazing. All right. So by the Christmas.
Now I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you know how difficult?
Yeah, I know it's okay, but you can do it. Of course, you can do it. You're a big artist, so I don't doubt it. It's amazing how crazy we are. I'm looking at you and I'm like, this girl is not even by Christmas. She can learn it right away. And I'm sure you look at me with the same eyes on the areas that I'm limiting myself. And we are crazy. We're spending our lives limiting ourselves just like that. We are so crazy. What a waste. So let's do it, Irma. And what I'm taking on is from this podcast, which was very inspiring to me, is writing a letter to that part of me that I abandoned many years ago. But I also write a letter to the man that brought all that hurt. And probably it'll be a big letter, a long one, but I'm going to take it on. Yeah, I see how
I want to request, Alessia, to you to share with me what shows up because something's, you're going to discover things.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of things will show up while writing the letter. For me, writing the letter is not just writing the letter, it's very meaningful. It's like going into a whole world and connecting with everything that happened. Not only then, but even before that. So it's a very deep spiritual practice, personally, for me, writing a letter. And I'm taking it on. It's time.
It's your turn. It's your time. Are you ready to look? Really, just look. Where are you limiting yourself? Where have you just stopped even looking? What's the thing that you put under the carpet? Where are you resigned? Or do you think that it doesn't matter anyway, nothing's going to change? I better do this. This is safer. Are you willing to be bold enough, courageous enough? Are you willing just to stand for yourself and discover what would it be like to actually dare to bring that into life? What's that thing? Another question, another way to ask that. What's that thing that you would love to do or to be if you knew that you couldn't fail?
Thank you so much. From our heart to yours. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for being with us. Bye bye.